Oh yeah, that's good. 13 love, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, 13 respect. So I had a dream one time that I was in a dream and I found myself walking through this neighborhood I never been to before, neighborhood I never seen, but it was a neighborhood that I know that I could have imagined, just based off looking at the architecture and shit that we have here on this planet. I've also had other dreams of being in this amazing city, a city unlike any city I ever seen on this plane, buildings you've never seen before, architecture you've never seen before. And as I'm looking at this building, well, as I'm in this town, walking around enjoying myself, I start seeing parts of the city being destroyed. No worries though. Nothing was happening to me. Actually, everything was happening everywhere I wasn't. And as that old got destroyed, a new city started coming into existence. But this video is not about that. This video is about this right here, what I'm sitting in. See the two dots? That's the light reflecting out of my eyes. But it's about this right here. See how you can barely see me? I'm pearless. I ain't never have a teeth stain either. Did you know that human teeth are actually not white, pure white, or the or the what they call the white part of your eyes around the pigment is not even. I mean, not pigment. The what they call it? Your pupil, around your pupil, is actually not 100% the color white or void of color. A color void of color is a color. That's crazy. You know, that's really what we say when we say call white a color or light a color. It's different forms of light, though, i.e., the rainbow spectrum. All different forms of light there. But I was in a dream in the darkness. But the dream started off me being in a dream. Now, I'm kind of into saying the word dream. That don't really bother me, you know, because I know that dreams are real, and it's explaining something that I'm unable to see or able to really translate in this body that I'm in, because the realness of our true selves, of the soul, of our spirits, um, can interfere a lot with this realm that we're in, known as the third dimension, you know, or third density. And so, in this dream, I was in a town that I never seen before, walking around and There were people there. I didn't know them, but I knew of them. So they were someone that probably where I seen in this town I knew and seen all the time, different things like that. But and even like Inception, I'm starting to believe that, a lot of times we are projecting these other people that we are seeing in these dreams. If you're having your own dream, which makes it even more crazy, because let's say, for example, you and somebody else meet up in the astral plane, right? And y'all aura fields combined, y'all spaces combined, and um, you both will start projecting other energies or other vehicles in those dreams. And so you guys might be the only two people who are actually spirits in that space, but because you are unaware of this, there's thousands of other people. So, um, once again, all this is irrelevant versus is everybody else real or not, because it's all about getting and coming into grips with yourself and stationing yourself, balancing yourself to an equilibrium where you can create your own magic square, which is a foundational plateau, a plane that you can stand on, because this universe is like it's an abyss itself. Everything, like, you can get lost in good and evil. So I'm in this dream, right? And as I go through this dream, I end up running into a female that I actually knew in my waking life. And I actually hadn't seen her in a while. And so we're at the party, we have a good time, and then all of a sudden me and her and this other girl go into this bathroom. It's like a little mini party in there. Once again, what I'm talking about, you know, this is the dream world. So like dimensions and the way that houses are made is not the same. So you might go into a bathroom, and then the bathroom might have a whole stairway in it leading up into something else, or it just gotta, you know what I'm saying? So this is it's also based on how free your mind is and shit like that. And since with me being the type of dreamer that I have been for a long time, I see a lot of different things. Yes, it looks relative to Earth and things like that, but I've also been in planes where there wasn't really any form, there wasn't really any shape, and this is what I'm going into now. So as we're going to this bathroom, we're all talking and catching up and things like that, probably about to get something cracking. I look in this mirror in the bathroom. Now the light in this bathroom was of a yellowish color, almost a light yellowish, almost like the yellow of a bumblebee. And there's a mirror in this bathroom. And as I'm looking in this mirror, all of a sudden, I go from standing in that bathroom to being in a place just like this. Pure darkness. But the darkness, just like now, I'm sitting in this garage and I have a whole light right here, right? But everybody can't see that light. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can't see that light. So it appears for me to be completely in darkness. And then over there, it looked like how I look on this camera, completely dark. But I was not concerned about seeing light in that space because I was aware of myself. So the darkness was like a peace for me. It was like being back in the womb, being back in the water, you know, pure potential, which is what darkness represents, because the darkness is a conglomeration of all forms of different light. But don't get lost in light itself. Light is a tool that we use to show ourselves to be true, i.e., to illuminate, to enlighten and illuminate from within out in the darkness. We're not trying to get rid of the darkness. This is why we're not trying to be exalted and illuminated, ill, I-L-L, not A-L-L, illuminated ill from other spirits in that realm around us trying to make us the son of God, or the face of the sun, or the face of God, which is really representing when the sun is rising and the darkness goes away during the daytime. Don't get lost, you know what I'm saying? But let me go back for people start getting lost, because everybody can't travel these doors like that. So, I come out and I'm in darkness and I'm speaking to my higher self, myself. That's just what it is. It's my higher self. But this is a piece of myself that wasn't able to come into this realm with me in the same form. Like, so this is the self that you always talk to in your dreams. It might be a different person or in a different shape, should I say, or a different body, but this is a familiar energy. I don't want to say familiar spirits because this is a bad stigma on familiar spirits, but this is really what you would call a true familiar spirit. Here we go, i.e. an imaginary friend. Okay? I had to do a pause there, a moment of silence for that. And so certain people have created imaginary friends, and these imaginary friends are really just pieces of yourself that couldn't fully manifest in this reality. You follow me? In a physical form the same way you did. So they didn't manifest like, okay, if this thing that I'm speaking about is an assistant, it really is like your spiritual assistant or a guide, they wouldn't have manifested as a person like how they do in your dream. It always manifests but it's manifesting as a person to show you that this in particular energy is significantly different from the energy that you are. You following me? But that doesn't mean it's not you. See, you have forgot who you are. So this is where you're going back into what I was speaking about, what Dolo was talking about with the me. You need another opposing force to show you, to help you fully grasp that you are not the same as everything you see. You are very relatable to whatever you see, but you also have your own certain, it's always only to a certain point. You're always going to have your own thought. You know what I'm saying? Because we are not creations. We are creators. We were born from the creator. We weren't made by the creator. We weren't made, you know what I'm saying? We came out of the 360 rainbow waters. Shout out to the 5%ers. But you know what I'm saying? So this is what I was speaking to in this darkness. And in this darkness, neither one of us had a form. I've been speaking to this self of mine for a long time. And so we manifested in this one body as me, Roy, who I'm talking to you as. This is also like your that voice in your head that always telling you not to do something, or you always, you know what I'm saying, you do something stupid and you ask yourself why you do that. That's the other you that you talking to, why you do that. But you telling yourself why you do that, because this is, gets deep. 2-in-1. Dimension 3. 3-in-1 is dimension 4. Because you're always gonna let me keep going on this dream. So I came out right of the dream through the mirror into the darkness. And so on the other side where I was in the darkness, ooh,